got so many important things to do, like sit around in your underwear watching YouTube. And life can be so depressing, but there's no sense in stressing. Come and see what's pressing with Richard Burst-Lazarus and Friends. Halloween edition.
It's What's Pressing with Richard Burst-Lazarus and Friends, featuring Leah Alonso and special guests Tenebrous Kate and Nikki Bosso. I'm Sharky from the internet. Now here's your host, Richard Burst-Lazarus
and Friends.
Hello. It's a Halloween episode. Very spooky.
Happy Halloween.
Very spooky indeed, Richard.
Hi. Welcome to the show. Little Halloween episode. You know, I like this. That's a face. I understand the zebra onesie, but is it a zebra mane?
To me, I don't know. I just woke up this way. It's my animal nature emerged.
She looks like a non-denominational zebra to me, Richard.
Sharky, I like your costume.
Thank you. I decided to move myself down on the food chain for Halloween. See if I can identify with some of the victims out there.
Sharky, do you cook?
Yes, I do. I usually eat most of it. I eat raw, though.
There's something funny about your voice, too.
Yeah, I've got a cold.
I'm like just now realizing like how little sense this is going to make to someone who hasn't seen the show. And also how little sense it's going to make to someone who has seen this show. So should we talk to some guests?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's bring up some guests. She's a Halloween expert. No, she's a horror movie expert. Please welcome Tenebrous Kate.
Over. Hey.
Thanks for being here. Please.
Thank you for having me. Hi, Richard.
Hi.
Hi.
Probably I mean, it's early yet. Probably the strangest episode so far.
Yeah. I didn't know if every episode involved like a gorilla suit, but it should.
Well, it's very brave of you to come on, like, what is an increasingly marginal show.
I'm an increasingly marginal person. It's fine.
No, let's talk about that because, like, you and I, we share some interests. The thing about being a geek is like, no matter what I like specialize in, there's somebody else who like knows a lot more about it.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's a lot of other people who care a lot more about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an accurate statement. I have like a hummingbird sort of sense of attention. So I will
like a
flip
flower.
from here to there. And I think one of the things that I really am passionate about and that I really enjoy are horror movies from like different times and different countries. Because I think they kind of can tell you a lot sociologically about what's going on, and also they're spooky and fun, and there's monster fighting. It's sociology and monster fights. I like it.
I did find Jaws to be very, very offensive and stereotypical.
There must be some like categorical difference between people who like horror movies and people who don't.
It's one of those things I've found too, where if I'm speaking with someone and they get into it, it's like I'm bonded with them and we're friends forever. And then there's the other people who are like, my wine glass is like 1/3 empty, so I'm just gonna go top that off. I'm just gonna back right out of this conversation.
Yeah, it really is polarizing. Yeah. I think that's how, like, okay, so Christina Schnabel here, she and I think, first bonded when we stole strawberries from NYU. We were talking about X-Files, and that was like, oh, okay, friend for life, probably gonna produce my web series, whatever.
It's a secret handshake.
Let's talk about people who do like horror movies, the real people. I'm gonna float my theory.
Go for it.
All right, and just feel free to just, guerrilla shoot it down. Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of rubbery. Yeah, I think that like people who like horror movies come from an environment where it's sort of okay to feel fear. Maybe because things have sort of gone okay for us. What do you think about this theory?
I think it's a safe way to feel kind of scared or to also confront taboo topics.
Right, like a roller coaster.
Because in a horror movie, first of all, it's fiction, and second of all, because it's horror, it's already outside of what's in good taste. So you can kind of talk about things that you might not be able to talk about in polite company.
Do you think it's also maybe because you can be afraid of something so fantastical that you don't have to be afraid about like just like regular things like
Right.
death and like
I think it
your
may-
actual own imminent death.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
own mortality.
Or
Yeah,
paying
go ahead,
the
Sharky.
bills or
I
whatever.
think it may also have something to do with the fact that you go into a theater, you see something that scares you, and then subconsciously you realize, hey, that fear's not real, and then you get filled with a sense of comfort and
Yeah,
even a little bit of
yeah.
happiness
Classic-
and joy
classic
that you're
catharsis.
just kind of there.
Yeah, this is really catharsis that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you ever dance?
I dance.
You
I will
dance?
dance.
Can we,
I'll dance with
Lee,
you.
Can we have a little song about catharsis? All right, now.
Fabulous.
Yeah, that's good. Do you know the gorilla?
I'll learn it.
There's okay, so there's mashed potato, right?
Okay.
Oh, here we have some rhythm. Then there's gorilla. All right, listen.
Oh my god.
All right, I think we just boogied out of frame.
Catharsis, it's called catharsis. Oh, going to the movie theater, getting scared out of your mind. Going to the movie theater, thought that I went blind when I saw catharsis in my head. I saw all the blood turning red, and then I was like, thank God it's not really true, 'cause that's what that catharsis do to me and you. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yes, Leah Alonso, everybody. Just amazing and a real finisher. I just want to point out, like, I just named a random abstract concept, and Leah Alonso, musical goddess Leah Alonso, made up a song right there, just standing right there in a zebra onesie. This is something no one else standing in this field can do. I have tremendous respect for it. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with another horror movie fan, Nikki Bosso, everybody. Please welcome Leah Alonso. I didn't tell anybody I was going to do this. Hello, welcome back. I'm seeing like a gorilla to welcome Nikki Bosso to the show. Nikki Bosso, everybody.
Hi.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
Please.
thanks for having me.
We're back, everyone, with Nikki Bosso.
Hi.
Hi. Here, shake my hand.
Oh.
Let's see how this works out.
No, that was horrible. That's really gross.
Did you meet Sharky?
Yes,
Will you
on
shake
a
his
couple of occasions. I'm kind of scared of this. Hi. Hello.
How's it going?
Great. Cold. How are you doing?
I'm actually, for some reason, I'm not cold.
You're in a layer of fur.
Yeah, I thought it was going to get warmer as the day went. Oh, we already talked. I'm sorry, we talked about the weather in episode 1. So you and I met once before,
Yeah.
and then I asked you if you would lie down behind a blanket
Yeah.
for basically an entire day
About 7 hours, yes. If we're counting.
and Google obscure internet facts.
Yes.
Which you were happy
On
to
the fly.
do.
I loved it. Loved every second of it.
Why? What's wrong with you? Like, what?
I don't know.
How do you kill time?
I'm an avid illustrator, which is also making money, but is mostly my time outside of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that well? That's how you learn, right? It's
Yeah.
Like you have to just do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I already gave up on it.
What? What?
Yeah. Because I was like, well, if I had spent all my time doing this, what kind of crowd do you run with, Nikki? Like, who are your people?
I want to just say nerds
Yeah.
of various degrees.
Can you describe the genus like? Because
Well-
I mean, I'm not sure if you noticed my extended interview about role-playing games.
Yep, which I loved.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the first compliment
I
I've gotten on
knew
that.
quite a few of those in high school, and I'm still friends with them.
Role-playing game nerds.
Yes.
All right,
and
well,
then illustration nerds, music nerds.
Oh, that's so funny. You're sitting next to an illustrator.
I
right
know,
now.
we've talked about
Indeed,
it.
we bonded.
You do graphic novels, comics?
Yeah, I do. I illustrate
yeah.
comics as well.
Yeah.
And we both like horror movies.
Yep,
Yeah.
quite a lot.
And we both like leather.
Yep.
All right, I think we better wrap it there.
Yeah.
You've been a wonderful guest. Please thank Nikki Bosso, Tenebrous Kate, Youngjen, Mira, June, Christina, also John and Ellen, and Nikki, who's been helping us in the research department, and Ben, our previous Sharky, and Frank, our substitute Sharky here. Another excellent season, guys. So yes. Oh, and Leah, the incomparable Leah Alonso, who I've never thanked on the show before.
I know. I just had something. It was a zebra.
Yeah. Also,
Tough.
Sharky from the internet, Leah Alonso, everybody. Woo!